happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a give to Rodriguez on the option. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. It's Rodriguez. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Up the middle they go. It's Rodriguez. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants. No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's Rodriguez now on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going up top. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They run out of the gun with Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. And
Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Quan Martin. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Brought down at the 20.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Hurts will throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's got room. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Swift. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to throw now on first down. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Up the middle they go. It's Rodriguez. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Rodriguez. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's Rodriguez, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 52 yards.
And the Monarchs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Right it back to him on first down. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Chris Rodriguez, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now.
He'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Rodriguez.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
2nd down and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Monarchs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Rodriguez. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chris Rodriguez. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Monarchs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll run again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Running is Swift. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Jones has it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has... And now off to the races, down the right side. Moving inside the 20, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Londoners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known. Sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slick his skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. Still gotta. Hey, you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a split your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is tied. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. I know I gotta. I know I gotta. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. Still gotta. Exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on this. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. Just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding. What the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhower's. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on ballin' forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds. My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespect. Who's the best MC? Cole, Kendrick, and me?
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop in the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh, 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 ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business. Just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true, 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 true. Haters are crying me a river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Talk about it, yeah.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they won't come. Selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 12-2 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. Back to the ground with Etienne. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis. And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls,
or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Back to throw, Purdy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 11. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Motion man left is Kirk. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ayuk goes in motion. Here's Purdy. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Once more, ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. A give to Etienne running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he finds Forsett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And now they'll shift things around.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath.
But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Good move at the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, here's the option. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
They'll try again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Richards connects with Kittle underneath. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. It's a foot race. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
122 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And that gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Etienne once more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out. And now here is another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. Add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Parker Washington. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Lawrence work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do?
And now here is another interception. He's on his way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Pete Werner.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. It'll something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive.